What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see what's going on now. I think I'm having some technical difficulties. All right. So if you are able to get in the room, will you type a Y if you're in here? Oh, hey. All right. I'm live. Okay, it's all good. Woo, technical errors. God dang. Yay. Don't ask me what I did. I don't know what I did, but something wasn't working right. I try to do the upcoming thing, but yeah. All right, let's get started with daily healing. I was already feeling lonely, and that's like the topic of the show. All right, January 12th, daily healing. New ideas. Accepting new ideas can be difficult when it comes to managing our illness. But if we reject them, we deny ourselves a chance to feel better physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We need to be open to new ideas, new ways of doing things, new forms of treatment. There are no guarantees, but if what we are doing now isn't working well, it makes sense to try something different. Let us be open to new ideas, not only about our illness, but about our life itself. Ask yourself, am I open to trying new ideas and approaches today? Thought for the day. Though there are some risks in trying new ideas, the possibilities for gain far outweigh it. Whew. It's a good one. New ideas. That's me. New. All right. Man, I was stressing out for a second. I had to phone two friends. I'm glad y'all didn't get to see the video I was recording before this one got started. I don't know what happened to that one. It might be in the YouTube archive somewhere. I don't know. I need to figure that out when I'm done with this. But yeah. Um, whew, this week's been busy. Uh, all good. I took my dog. I took Stormy to the dog park this week, and it was a 170-pound Great Dane out there, and it became my best friend. I'm like, okay, go out here and pick the biggest dog to um, play with, I guess. And then it was the Great Dane was kind of old, so it didn't even really want to play. But it was a good time. I got some sunshine in because this week the weather's been decent, I guess. Um, some sun and some south winds, at least where I'm at. So it's not all chilly and cold, which I think we heading back that direction. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. Um, I started reading my first book of the year. I'm not in far, but yeah, I got it with me tonight. Atomic Habits. It's my first read. So, um, what I'm going to try to do this year, just 12 books. 12 books, but hard copies. Hard copies. So, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I got my Audible, and I'm always getting books on there. And last year, like, I listened to, yeah, I think I probably listened to 95% of my books on there. And this year, I just want to read more instead of listening. But also, last year, I was like doing a lot of driving, and it was easy to just listen to books and podcasts and stuff that way too. Not that I'm still not driving a lot, but yeah, not as much. But other than that, um, my gym routine is out the window right now. Missed a couple days, so diet is bonkers, bonkers. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I've been sticking to my fasting, so it's good. But just um, my window, my 8 hour window is just all over the place right now. So I'm trying to get everything back under control. So stick with it. But that's where I'm at with that. Life is good, all is well. And time for improvement. Time for improvement. Can't get complacent because everything is good. So I don't know. I'm really happy though. I've been up, happy. You know, I had a couple phone calls this past week that I really enjoyed. Just hearing from a couple old friends and stuff. So things are good. This is just a big, big reminder tonight, and I can't even remember if I changed the title on this one because I was trying to get it back up. But it's You're Not Alone. You're not alone. And I I have to remind myself. I have to remind myself. So tonight I want to remind everybody else that you're not alone in your journey and your battle. Loneliness is a highly subjective opinion that you have. And it's really crazy that because that I feel lonely in the time that we are now, that we have all this social media and um your favorite MJ song. Yeah. Your and the social media stuff that we got, and I've been getting more involved in social media, but it's oh man, social media does the complete opposite of what people thinks it should do. It should do. Like you think it would be more connecting of people, but it is completely the opposite. Uh, and I'll say that y'all can call me crazy if you want. Won't be the first time, but it it gives you these snippets of people's life, and most of these snippets are the highlights of their day, and um, it doesn't show too many struggles because nobody really wants to watch the struggles. If you got on on social media and you're watching somebody cry every day and they're crawling and they're whining, I'm sure you would probably block them and delete them because nobody really wants to see that. And so you're really not getting a genuine connection. So um, when I say that, because loneliness is in the mind, and you know, I've been a very social person for most of my life, and you probably wouldn't think that I'm an introvert, also, but I do like that time to myself. But I say that because some of the like some people that's around people all the time are the most loneliest people. And some people that are like in marriages and they go to work all the time and they're around people all the time. Like those are some of the most lonely people that you can meet. And it's because have they don't have quality relationships. Like I think when you have quality relationships, like you don't get tired of people. You don't like people don't get on your nerves. Like if you are having an issue or problem, like how do we fix it? How do we get back to us? Like that's that's the feeling that you should have, not the lonely feeling. And it's just so much that comes with being lonely. Because I'm not gonna say loneliness directly kills people or shortens their time on earth, but those people that don't know how to deal with their loneliness, like they usually have substance abuse. Um, they put themselves in compromising positions where it's dangerous for them, and it it doesn't have to be that way because it's in their mind, and they can fix it. They have the power. You have the power to fix your loneliness. Loneliness is I'm not gonna say an easy fix, but it's a doable fix. Okay. And I work on my loneliness like all the time. And that's where I balance what makes me happy to what doesn't make me happy. So not this year, but in the past, I've been a big social drinker. I've been a big drinker, period. But I had a lot of relationships that was formed because of my social drinking. And it's like when the bottles run out and the drinks run out, what do me and that person really have in common? Hmm. Okay. I don't know. What are we gonna talk about now? So I can count on one hand how many of my drinkers I still talk to right now. And it's funny because sometimes you don't realize the power that you have to inspire. Um, when I did dial back on the drinking and stuff, um, a couple of my drinking partners did too, and they're doing good. And I feel it makes me feel stronger, and it makes me motivated to keep doing what I'm doing for me and them. Because I know, like, we'll talk, ask, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm still good. I'm still hanging in there. Everything's all good. And like, me too. And I feel so good and life is good. And I'm like, it's just a good feeling. And with that being said, I've just realized how much more time I have and where I want to put my time. Like in those quality relationships to build. now. So it doesn't matter what makes you feel lonely. Y'all probably hear me talk about these 7 billion people all the time. It is 7 billion people on earth. And trust me, somebody feels the same way you do. Somebody feels the same way you do. And I think we compartmentalize like ourselves in this little bitty box, and we think nobody understands me. Nobody um, can relate to how I feel or what I'm going through. But no matter what the situation is of why you feel lonely, if you feel like you don't have any real friends, if you feel like you don't have real family, like nobody likes you at work, nobody wants you on the basketball team, whatever the case may be of why you feel lonely, you can change it. And you just need to put yourself in a place where you can find these people that feel like you. So um I'm not gonna get too deep on this, but I'll keep it real with y'all. Um, as a veteran, it's so many places to go and meet veterans and talk to veterans and tell your stories. And everybody's going in there trading war stories, and they're like, it almost feels like people are trying to one up each other. I'm like, so that's always like been a rough place for me to um, go and meet people. It's kind of like forced, but those organic relationships that when I meet people and I talk to them, and then they find out that I'm a veteran, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a veteran too. Like I didn't know you was I've been talking to you for a month, and I didn't know you was a veteran." And like those kind of relationships are way better for me. That's just my experience, and the things that I've seen and gone through. I've just I was that person. Nobody can relate to what I'm doing, and I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this situation. And but if I would have talked to some of these people, I'd be like, man, I'm not going through anything. Like I lost one dog, they lost three dogs. I'm like, holy smokes! And it's not the one up feeling that I get from like being forced to talk to people, but it's that feeling that I get. Like it's a genuine, authentic. Like they lost their three dollars. They crying over their $3. I'm crying too. Like so, um, I just ask that like you put yourself in a place where you can find people that are going through the same thing that you're going through, and we're always scrolling. We're always scrolling through all these social medias. How about you look up something that pertains to you? Stop being force fed all these feeds that people are talking about stuff that doesn't even pertain to you or is just nonsense. But search something that pertains to you that you're looking forward to doing this year or anything. So that's what I do. I didn't realize how important hashtags was until this year. I'm sorry I'm late to the party, but I just put in my hashtag what I'm looking for, and it'll bring me up like all these different artists or people, whatever you want to call them, that provides like all this content, and it's more productive to what I'm trying to do for myself. And I also want to encourage everybody to listen more. Um, I can't give you the quote right now, but I want to talk about it anyway. There's this quote that I read from this monk, and it's like it goes something like this. But the most compassionate person listens to a person so that they can empty their heart. The most compassionate person listens to someone so that they can empty their heart. And um, I've always, I think I've always been a good listener and an active listener. But the most important thing that I think I've done for people is not be judgmental. Like, I've never pressed my views or my points on someone when I'm listening to them, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna say I've never advised anybody or anything like that because people call me all the time and say, "Hey, I'm going through this or whatever. Can you just enlighten me on something? Just let me know." But I've never been the one to ridicule somebody or judge them for being who they are. And by me saying that, it's like I've heard a lot of stories, and let me tell you, those relationships make me feel connected, not lonely at all. It makes me feel, it just makes me feel warm that like they call for their advice or whatever the case may be. So I look forward to that. But to anybody that is feeling lonely, there's so many opportunities for you to get out there, meet somebody, do something. There's, I guarantee you, anything you think of, there's a group for it out there already. Like, if you want to search how to play jacks, somebody's got jacks groups already out there. You can go join the jacks group. All right. Um, but whatever you're going through, it's already out there. You just gotta put yourself in the space to look for it. With that being said, take the time for yourself not to feel lonely. And what I mean by that, like, loneliness is not a condition, it's a feeling. And I think all feelings we can change in our mind. So all you have to do is wake up in the morning and say, I'm gonna be happy today. I'm gonna be happy today. I'm gonna be happy today. Eventually you'll start waking up being happy. You'll realize what you have in life and how blessed you are, and realize you're happy. There's no need to feel lonely. No need. Um, so I just wanted to get that because I think that's a misconception. People um, tie loneliness in with like depression and anxiety, and no, that's what the condition is. That's what causes that. That's that loneliness is a feeling, and all feelings you can change by just telling yourself or doing what you taking care of yourself, your self care. you can change your feelings. But that's what I have to say about loneliness. You're not alone. Believe me. Believe me. 7 billion people in the world. You're not alone. Somebody feels the way you do. And like I always say, love heals all, time heals all. Thank y'all for watching tonight.